This is a special edition of 17 News. Veterans Voices, honoring those who served. Brought to you by Greg's Petroleum.
And thanks for joining us for this special edition of 17 News Veterans Voices. I'm Alex Fisher. We are paying tribute to those who served in the armed forces. We honor them collectively, but sometimes it's appropriate and instructive to honor them individually as well, including those who passed too soon. 17's Robert Price has a remembrance of one such remarkable and deserving soldier.
One can be forgiven for not noticing the name etched in granite. No floodlights, no fanfare, just letters carved in stone, 3 feet off the grass. Ray Permenter Field, named for a favorite son of East Bakersfield High School. A boy, really, who achieved more and gave more in 19 years than most entire lifetimes lived out in full. Ray Permenter was a bona fide hero, first in sports. His exploits at East High, the city's second public high school opened in 1938, would be legendary if anyone remembered them 80 years later. Few do. But what a resume. In 1940, Ray Permenter scored the school's first touchdown against the bully of the Valley, the mighty Bakersfield Drillers. His 68-yard interception return was East's first touchdown ever against Bakersfield. On the baseball diamond, a grand slam home run to beat those same Drillers. Football, baseball, basketball, he was the first student at East to earn 12 letters. Retired Foothill High School football coach Ned Permenter was Ray Permenter's much younger cousin.
Ray Permenter was an amazing individual. He's a three-sport athlete at East High, and I've had a chance to talk to some people who played with him and knew him and said he was a remarkable individual.
In June 1943, Ray Permenter graduated from East High School into a world on fire. He and his fellow football co-captain, Herb Bayless, along with 19 other classmates, received their diplomas in absentia, having enlisted that spring. War raged in the Pacific, in Europe, even in Alaska, where it had already touched the Permenter family. A cousin, Navy Lieutenant J.G. Owen Permenter, was lost over Alaska's Aleutian Islands in May 1943 during one of his bomber squadron's reconnaissance patrols. Neither his plane nor his remains were ever recovered. Permenter and Bayless joined the Army Air Forces, forerunner of the U.S. Air Force. Permenter was sent to gunnery school in Laredo, Texas, then assigned to the 485th Bomb Group of the 15th Air Force as a waist gunner on a B-24 Liberator bomber. In January 1944, as Permenter was getting ready to set out for Europe, tragedy again. Permenter's 20-year-old brother, Walter, was killed in a plane crash during a military training flight in New Mexico. The Army offered Permenter, as the family's sole surviving son, the opportunity to transfer to a non-combat position, but he refused. He wanted to stay with his bomb crew.
Testament to Ray, he was in a bomber, in a B-24 Liberator bomber, and that had the highest casualty rate in World War II.
He knew the odds of getting killed, wounded, or taken prisoner were astronomical, but he stayed.
He chose to do so at age 19 to go back. He was a gunner, a waist gunner on a B, knowing the odds of 80%.
Starting in March 1944, the 72 crews of the 485th flew missions via Brazil over Africa, Dakar, Morocco, and Tunisia. Then in May, missions over Yugoslavia and Austria. By July 7th, 1944, Permenter had flown at least 20 of the 485th's 38 missions. Then, on July 8th, Permenter's squadron targeted the Nazis' vital Floresdorf oil refinery in Vienna, ironically the city where Permenter's mother lived before immigrating to the United States. The 485th's 2 attacking formations were exposed to intense anti-aircraft fire as well as waves of Bf-109 Messerschmitts and FW-190 Focke-Wulf fighters. 3 of the 485th's bombers were shot down over the target area, including Ray Permenter's plane. No parachutes were visible as the bomber went down, and his mother was left to grieve the loss of both of her sons, 6 months apart.
Permenter was just 19. After being interred and disinterred twice in Austria and in France, about a decade later, Ray Permenter came home to Bakersfield's Union Cemetery, where he was buried next to his brother, Walt.
The 485th flew its final mission on April 25, 1945. The bomb group's webpage has a complete list of crew members killed in combat. It runs 11 pages, names single-spaced. East High's football field was dedicated as Ray Permenter Field in a public ceremony in April 1948. The granite marker still greets people entering the stadium at the North Gate. In Bakersfield, Robert Price, 17 News.
Honor Flight Kern County recently took 35 Native Americans on a whirlwind trip to our nation's capital. Folks packed Meadows Field Airport with patriotism and pride to welcome them all home and to show their appreciation to our local vets. The group spent 3 days in Washington, D.C., visiting memorials built in their honor, including the Native American Veterans Memorial. 17's Kevin Charette brings us some of the highlights from that emotional journey that some have waited years for.
I never thought that it would touch me in such a personal way.
You see the battles from the beginning to the end as you go around it, and it tells a story.
Now, that we're being recognized of all tribes, not just one or two, all tribes.
It's great. It's something they should do for all the troops, all the vets.
Honor Flight 48 for our Native American veterans in the books, and they had such a great time seeing all the different memorials, the Washington Monument. Many of them said this was a trip of a lifetime. In Washington, D.C., I'm Kevin Charette. Back to you.
It's great that they were able to do that. Still ahead on this special edition of 17 News.
There is a vet who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us, for our freedom, and we need to recognize him.
A Tehachapi naval officer is set to be honored nearly 5 decades after he went missing in action. His story when we come back. Welcome back. Tehachapi is honoring one of its own, a hero who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Here's 17's Rob Hagan with that story.
Courage, purity, justice is what symbolizes the red, white, and blue on the American flag, our symbol of freedom since 1777. Naval Officer Lieutenant Gilbert Lewis Mitchell Jr. will be honored for his courage after he crashed in North Vietnam in 1968. His body was never recovered.
There is a man, there is a face, there is a vet who gave the ultimate sacrifice for us, for our freedom, and we need to recognize him.
After 2 years of planning, a one-of-a-kind bench honoring Mitchell was created by a company called Canvas that turns wind turbine blades into memorials.
The lower portion is a larger portion of a wind turbine blade, and the upper portion is the more toward the tip.
Canvas donated 6 benches honoring veterans, including the bench for Mitchell. He's also honored on the Vietnam Memorial Wall in Washington and the smaller replica in the Antelope Valley.
I was able to go up and touch his spot on that wall.
Mitchell was born in 1941 in L.A. According to the MIA accounting agency, he served as a bombardier navigator for the U.S. Navy on an A-6A intruder called the Flying Ace 511. On March 6, 1968, Mitchell was part of a 4-aircraft strike mission against targets in the Hanoi Haiphong Harbor area of North Vietnam. The intruder was shot down. Mitchell was never found. He was 26. The Navy promoted Mitchell to lieutenant commander following the incident.
If I don't do anything else for the Legion with the community and help of everybody that's helped me, then at least we have a legacy that we did this for this man and this community.
Now, Commander Eckert says Gilbert Lewis Mitchell's picture will also be integrated into the memorial, along with a gold plaque. Still ahead here on this special edition of 17 News, the Bakersfield community coming together for unaccompanied veterans. We're back with those stories coming up in just 2 minutes. Welcome back to Veterans Voices, a 17 News special edition honoring those who have served. Back in September, a somber ceremony was held at Bakersfield National Cemetery for 8 unaccompanied veterans. While their families weren't there, community members gathered to lay these heroes to rest with honor. 17's Cecilia Trevino reports.
The band played and the volleys fired at the Bakersfield National Cemetery with a ceremony to honor 8 veterans buried without family over the past 6 months. For veterans, it's important to come pay respect to these heroes.
It really hurts that they've been interred by themselves.
We don't want any veteran to be forgotten. We think it's important that every veteran be recognized, because one of these days we'll be there.
But having no next of kin means one thing for the community. They rise to the occasion and come together for Ricky Allen Cunningham, Richard Wayne Murphy, Frank Anello, Larry Andrade, Gary Cantrell, Jesus Rosales, Brian Gussie, and Edward Janishek.
Gosh, these warriors, their lives are so sacred. They've given a part of their lives in service to our nation. And even if their loved ones can't be with them at the time of their burial, it's fitting that we as a nation still show gratitude for them. So as a community, we do the same. We want to honor their service.
More than 4 million Americans and veterans of every war and conflict are buried in Veterans Affairs national cemeteries. And before he goes too, Martinez says it's important to keep close as veterans.
If there's a need in us, we can contact one another, you know. It's not material things, it's things that are on our mind that we can contact one another, and we can bond and we can ask them to help us deal with them.
Cecilia Trevino, 17 News.
After the break, a Bakersfield veteran embarks on a mission to transcribe hundreds of letters. The reason why, when we come back. Welcome back. One local veteran is focused on giving back after facing one of the toughest battles of his life. Barry Bonberg embarked on a mission to transcribe hundreds of letters that he wrote to his parents while fighting in Vietnam. He has since published those letters and is donating the proceeds in honor of his late daughter. Here's 17's Aaliyah Fitzgerald.
Oh my gosh. He needs to put that into a book.
Letters from the front lines sent to Barry Bonberg's parents in the late 1960s have become the inspiration to honor his daughter. All 268 letters transcribed for all the right reasons.
My daughter, come on, Dad, you need to type those letters. I want to be able to read it. And I said, yeah, but they've been in that box for all this time for a reason. It's going to be a tough one.
Bonberg's daughter, Erica, was hoping to preserve her father's stories of battle as she was waging a war of her own.
She was actually nursing the baby and felt a little lump. She thought it was an infected milk duct. She was initially diagnosed with stage 4 at 30 years old, and she fought it valiantly for 4 years and passed, 30 when she was 42. Yeah, it's way too young.
The Vietnam War veteran took Erica's desire to read letters one step further and published his stories from the front lines, a book supporting others fighting cancer. All proceeds going to Bakersfield's Links for Life. Links for Life helps local survivors and family members with life-saving mammograms that women often shy away from.
When I go, it's a very painless procedure. No harder than, just getting an extra strong hug. Insurance rarely pays for mammograms before you're 40. And that's where knowing your own body is the most important gift you have.
So Erica is the one that really motivated the book project.
A father, a writer, a local hero in more ways than one. Barry Bongberg's daughter Erica may have lost her battle, but he is determined to help women in the Golden Empire win their war against breast cancer. Aaliyah Fitzgerald, 17 News.
It is, of course, time to celebrate our veterans, and coming up, we're going to take you to one celebration at an elementary school. Welcome back. The Veterans Plaza at Bakersfield College is officially open to the public. The snip of scissors signaled the official introduction of Kern County's latest tribute to our vets. Completed in August 2023, the Veterans Plaza is a space for reflection as BC members go about campus. It celebrates all 6 branches of service. BC's manager of Veteran Services and Programs, Jenny Frank, told 17 News that she hopes the outdoor plaza affirms the community's dedication to the many veterans attending BC. Justin Foss is one of them.
It's not like a lot of other colleges. It's really geared for veterans. Very skeptical of college, coming at a later age and changing my career also. And I met a veteran welcomed me, and so I just want to do the same thing.
Foss now works at BC's Veterans Resource Center, helping fellow veterans navigate their way to a diploma. Great to see that. Well, pride was abundant and salutes were in order at Quellwood Elementary School as hundreds of students honored our local heroes. Here's 17's Cecilia Trevino.
Every November 11, the nation gets together to honor veterans, and no place does it like Kern. Quellwood Elementary goes big for this holiday, recognizing the legacy of the men and women who served, bringing back memories of why they defended the country.
I'm gonna cry. My memories is losing the people that we really love. I joined because of 9/11, and I'm just happy. I'm happy that we're here and the people that we've lost to be here, so thank you.
Students presented songs and poems to veterans, thanking them for their sacrifices. The bagpipes played, handshakes, tears, and hugs were shared as gratitude and respect for all our veterans in Kern.
I feel a pride that is overwhelming. Sometimes I have a little anxiety. I do suffer with post-traumatic stress, but I think about where our world is going. It's not right. It's not right. We don't love one another like we used to. We love self.
Every veteran in attendance had their dedicated moment as they came to the front to introduce themselves, their branch of service, and mention their kid enrolled in Quellwood. This year, international conflicts highlighting the importance of every person in service.
In Israel, I think about those people that are there sacrificing immediately. We have missionaries that are helping the people there, providing food and spiritual leadership and water, etc., in the midst of a war, a nasty war.
Cecilia Trevino, 17 News.
And that will do it for this special edition of 17 News. From all of us here at KGET, we want to thank you to all of our local veterans.